I witnessed him committing
Well,
a crime. I'm asking you for identification, please.
And I'm his mom, and I said
Okay.
no.
Well, we're all right. Well,
So,
let's
we
listen.
don't need
Listen.
to
Let's
escalate
calm
this.
it down. Can I step out, sir?
With an attitude.
All right. Well, come
I
on.
didn't come out with
Let's.
an attitude. I was very pleasant. I said,
Wow.
hey, how's it going?
What's
going on?
all right.
Whose car is this?
So you
Okay.
can't have red and blue lights flashing.
I understand. They weren't flashing. They were. It was on steady
It was on
burn. There was the
steady burn.
outside. Just steady burns were on. A red one and a blue one. There was a quick picture taken, and they went right back off. Like I said, there was no intent on trying to pull anybody over. The car wasn't in motion. We weren't on a public street. I understand this is a public.
You don't have to.
Okay, I'm just trying to explain,
I understand.
sir. I'm trying to. You guys come in. I'm just trying to talk to you guys.
Rationalize
I'm trying.
something that doesn't.
No,
I'm
we're not.
trying-
We're trying to explain to you.
Okay, but there's. Okay, I'm trying.
So then,
I'm just.
well, then
Listen.
Play it so he can.
Can I speak? I mean,
Please.
I'm just trying to have a cordial conversation. My demeanor is fine. I'm not having an attitude with you guys at all.
Right.
I respect what you do. Okay, I completely respect that.
Yeah.
However, I'm just asking for a little bit of reasoning for why. I'm trying to explain to you that. Okay, it wasn't. Again, I'm just saying that there wasn't an intent to pull anybody over
Right.
or to do anything like that.
Right.
It wasn't like we were in motion. I understand what you're saying. And he's a young kid. You want to take a picture of the car with it like that. Okay.
I
Generally, it's
understand that.
generally it's set up for private car shows,
Yeah.
and that's what it is.
But that right there is the difference. Private
I
property.
understand that,
versus
and that's
public
why it was a
property.
quick on and off. It was just one quick
I
shot,
understand,
you
but
know.
It could also be a warning, but in that has to get a license. You can't go no.
Okay,
It's like a traffic stop.
I understand, and that's why I stepped out to talk to you guys to kind of de-escalate things. See how I'm talking to you?
You're not de-escalating anything. You're just adding to. Okay.
How am I adding to it, sir?
understand
What's your okay name, badge number?
Sheldon Reitmeister, badge 534.
Name,
Are
badge
you
number?
involved? Is this your car?
Why does it matter?
Is this your car?
I have a First Amendment right to talk.
Sure. Yeah. You
Okay.
also have the right to let him do his business. Okay. If he's talking
all
to him,
I'm going to do is
That's-
I'm going to take down his name for my report,
Okay.
so that if we get a report later on,
That's
somebody's
perfectly
trying
fine.
to pull somebody
But
over.
can you guys please listen?
Yeah.
I understand your job. Okay.
Are you dad? Are you family? Are you involved?
Why?
Because right now he's trying to conduct business.
I understand
Yeah,
that.
I'm just
Okay.
trying to talk to this guy.
Okay.
Are you related to him somehow?
Just
or-
carry it out with him.
All right, fair enough. So I'm going to need your driver's
So-
license, partner.
I get it.
At the end of the
Can you
day,
step back? Give me some space,
Driver's
please.
license?
Step back and give me some space, please.
You don't have a
Step
driver's
back and give me some space, please. That's fine. I'm going to step back then. You're invading my personal. In fact, move away from my car with your gun, please.
Okay, can I see your
Move away from my car with your gun, please.
I can't. I'll give you my name.
I'm trying to
but
talk
you're
to
not
you.
getting my license now.
So
Okay,
the reason
we're
for
gonna do
this,
this way.
I understand your reason. You don't have to cop explain this to me. Okay, you're shaking. Why are you shaking?
That's great. All right,
I'm not
let's start with that.
Your hand was shaking on your mag clip.
on my mag clip.
Yes.
Okay.
Your little mag holder right there. You're still shaking right
What's
there.
your
Your
name?
hands are shaking, guy. Calm down, dude.
I'm fine.
Then why are you shaking?
Because I'm trying to explain this to you.
Then you can calm down. I'm not being confrontational at all. My name.
name's Sheldon.
Okay, that's great. My name is Good Citizen, and I'm talking to you in a calm manner.
Good Citizen.
And I don't need you to be shaking while you're talking to me. Okay, we can talk normal.
We can talk.
That's fine.
We can talk normal.
That's perfectly fine.
But at the end of the day, this is just a minor thing. It doesn't
I
have
get
to
it.
be-
I get it. So that's why I was trying. You guys came in real hot. I understand your job.
What's your name, man? He might have. I don't know. I didn't-
Okay, you came in a little heated towards the whole situation. I'm allowed to talk. Yes, he is my son. Okay, I wear a badge and a gun belt myself.
We weren't driving
Okay,
with
so
them on, so
I
you guys
understand
need
what
to
you're
get that
doing,
out of your
and I
system.
understand. That's why I said turn them on real quick for a photo and turn them right back off.
Which I have-
It might have been a dumb idea.
said you drove
Okay,
this vehicle here.
yeah, I understand.
you
that.
understand the
I
big
under-
thing
I
is,
understand.
private property.
I know, and that's why I said normally when we go to car meets, it's completely private. You don't need to give a name.
He said I need to because
No, you
I drove
don't.
the car here.
No, we're done.
man.
We're done.
I'm not
We're done with
talking
that.
to
You haven't committed a crime. There's no need to ID
That's what I
yourself.
said.
I just said let them fucking do it. They're wasting their fucking time.
Okay, just calm down. Let him do the warning thing. But you have no part of this.
She does, because she just admitted she drove this vehicle. This is a marked police vehicle.
Where is it?
With mid
No,
white
it's not. It
lights.
doesn't say police
Okay.
anywhere.
It doesn't have
And
to.
in the state of
Look,
Ohio, the
it
law
does.
says it has to have
I
a
looked
police
it up.
department
I looked it
name
up.
on
I
it.
know what I'm
I know what the RC
It's
code
a-
is on
fine.
it.
I'm not
Okay.
Goodbye.
Okay,
Well,
so
you can
but
get no
either way,
fine.
can we just de-escalate? Do your thing, guys. I'm done. Okay, we're good. I understand it, dude.
As
So,
far as that, you understand, so the big difference here, private versus public property, with being on
like I
public
said, we
property.
always do this
I don't
on
know why
private
you're so
properties, the car
hostile.
shows, because it's just walk away. Just walk away.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Just walk. Just go sit in the car, honey, please.
I
Okay,
support the
so
private property.
Have fun.
I think
And
having
again-
it as a show car is a cool thing. I
yeah,
don't
and
disagree
that's
with
all it
that
is, man.
whatsoever.
It's a cool thing to do for the car shows. You know what I mean?
But
And we 99.99999% time have always done it on private property. There's never been an incident ever before. Like I said, he wanted a cool picture down here. It was real quick, turn them on, turn them off. And again, I figured, hey, we're in a pre-location right down here. There's no other civilians around. Nobody's gonna think he's a cop. They're
I don't
with the
think
show.
they'll-
They're with the
Yeah, I
show.
understand.
They understand he's not. Okay, we're pretty big into the scene.
No, and I
So
don't
it's a
have an
good,
issue with
wholesome
it.
family thing to do. Like I said, we generally never turn them on at all because he knows, because I know what the laws are.
Yeah.
Okay,
See,
and I
but
understand.
It's just the private property versus, and that's
And I
all
totally
this had
get
to
it.
be is, hey, let me
I
get your
understand.
info,
I understand.
kick
that.
a warning, and we're
But
on our way.
There's, I totally get that. there's a way to communicate with the citizens without coming on so strong. Okay, I deal with it a lot. Okay, I work with DOC. I work with a lot of different departments in the area. Okay, so I understand. But when I come into a situation, I try to get the information before I start coming on strong. If I need to, then that's where we go to. Okay, but that's why I said de-escalate a little bit. Well, I know, but he came in really hot. That's why I said, man, de-escalate and calm down. I know, and I didn't record it, unfortunately. But you know, I know, and that's why I say he's got body cam. I can FOIA it if I have to. But you know, and in fact, I should have my body cam on right now, but I don't. So it is what it is. So again, it's usually a private property thing, and I understand. So I get where you guys are coming from. I totally get where you guys are coming from. So that's why I'm trying to talk to you calm. And you were shaking a little bit there, so that was kind of worrying me. You know what I mean? You step up on me and you're shaking.
Well, I was trying to hear what you're saying.
Okay, I'm talking calm because I want you guys to calm down. That's how you de-escalate. When somebody's getting heated, you try to calm them down, which is what I was doing. Now we're talking calm, right? You're not shaking anymore.
Well, I also wasn't sure what was going to go on there because
I understand. You come onto a scene and you don't know what's going on. I get that. But there's no need to come into the scene hot.
And I didn't.
You came in warm. You came in warm. I'll give it. Okay. So we're agreeing on that. It wasn't necessarily arguing his loud voices. It was him trying to demand certain things.
An argument can happen with less loud voices.
I can understand that. But at the same time, when you guys come onto something as a backup officer, you don't know what's going on. Okay, I completely understand that. Okay, but when it comes down to it, you guys got to be a little bit better when you come into the citizenry thing. Like trying to get her ID. He didn't witness her drive this car. I could say I drove that car. No. She could say he drove that car. Anybody could say that. You guys didn't witness that. There was no reasonable articulable suspicion that she needed to give an ID. That's a violation of the Fourth Amendment. Yeah. Okay? And I'm very strong on my civil rights. Right. I'm very strong on other people's civil rights. There's a lot of police officers that are really good. So far, I'm giving you a B+ because you were a little bit hot. Like I said, warm. We'll call warm. You're a little warm, and you were shaking there, which was kind of freaking me out because when I see a guy with a gun shaking, it kind of freaks me out. I'm not saying you would pull it. The hood's still over it, so we're good. You know what I mean? But you guys got to approach people with a little bit calmer manner, and you would get a lot better result from a lot more people. I'm telling you that. It works for me. I can tell that. I can tell you're pretty cool right now, okay? You got the Oakley glasses on, you chilling, all right? You know what I mean? I'm cool with that, all right? But, again, it's the way when you guys approach the scene, okay? If there's a lot of people around, I get that. You don't know what's going on, but you got to come in a little cooler. That's all I'm trying to get at. And education, not confrontation. You know what I'm saying?
And I don't disagree. I don't know, again, what happened with him once he got here. All I know is I pulled up, he was arguing. Disagreements.
There might that's better word for it.
Disagreements.
Wordage, wording is everything. So there was a little bit of a disagreement maybe on what was going on. Okay. And again, I was trying to simply explain to the officer because I respect you guys. Hey, I understand you saw whatever you saw. I don't know what he saw because I wasn't him. But I've been here since he got here. We came together. The lights went on for a couple of seconds. A couple people took pictures of it real quick, and he got shut right back off. That was it. There was no foul play. There was no ill intent. There was no popping. It's cool.
I don't understand why people like that.
It's a certain tune on the car. I don't know.
I don't get that. I feel like that's just
a little bit excessive. Is sometimes,
annoying.
But it can be.
I just call it annoying. I can imagine driving.
I don't know how old you're probably a little younger than me, but the little Tykes things when you push them, the little pop. Yeah. That's what I think of every time I hear one of the things popping by. But anyway, back to the subject at hand here. I understand it's illegal to run them on public street. I completely get that. Impersonating an officer, I understand how that all works.
I never said impersonating the officer.
He did. When he first rolled in, he said, "I got your I want your ID because you were illegally doing the whole police officer thing." He doesn't have any logos on the car from any police department. That's part of the law. In order for it to be a marked vehicle like he said it was, his wording said. So that's why I say you got to have your facts. You got to know your rights. You know what I mean? You got to know our rights and all that stuff. You guys have the right to ask certain questions. I get that. We have the right to not answer certain questions. The Fifth Amendment. I don't have to say shit that's going to incriminate myself. Were you driving that car? I can stay silent. You guys have to do the investigation. So in order for them to say he drove that car here, unless he admitted it, which he probably shouldn't have, because if I was involved with trying to block him from incriminating himself,